Let's be honest for a moment. AI can feel very overwhelming, and there is a lot of noise out there. And I did not grow up with this either. And what makes it really harder for everyone is that people seem to be talking at you instead of with you. But here's the truth that no one is really explaining very clearly. It's not about being techie. It's about learning some simple tools that you can use in your everyday life. So I'm going to walk you through the top 5 questions women over 55 are asking about AI. And let's just start with the big one. Is it actually safe? And as women, we are always asking about safety and security. So first, I'd like to just introduce myself and to my Retirement Bestie channel. I'm Joanne. I help women simplify their lives with using new technology. And in early 2024, I unexpectedly lost my role and was thrown into early retirement, as they say. And a lot of women at this stage of life, okay, what do I do now? I had to really rethink everything and figure out, like, I'm not going to be working. I need to think about my health. I need to think about how I'm going to move forward. And all of a sudden, I thought, I've heard a lot about AI, and I thought, I'll just start learning about AI and see what it's all about. And I really looked at it from a everyday life perspective instead of a business perspective. And honestly, I was skeptical at first because there was so much noise, new tools, new features, big opinions flying around. And what I realized pretty quickly was women our age didn't need more information. We needed something simpler, calmer, more supportive. And honestly, that's why I created an AI assistant called AI Confidence Concierge. So it is not to turn anybody into a computer programmer and not to make people learn how to do their exact prompt that they need to get the best result. My goal is very simple. Show you how these tools can give you your time back without pressure, without overwhelm, and without stress. So let's get started on that very first big question. Will it steal my identity? This is the fear almost everyone has. And is it spying on me? Is it stealing my information? Is it listening when I don't want it to? And here's the biggest answer. AI tools themselves don't steal from you, but they do remember what you type. So the rule I use and teach is if you wouldn't post it on Facebook, then don't type it in AI. Think of it like a customer service chat, right? You've done that many times on the internet. You provide the order, you provide maybe an invoice number, but you would not send your credit card information in there unless there was some reason to do that, right? That is the thing. AI is the same way. It's helpful, it's responsive, but you wouldn't send your credit card number in a message, correct? AI exact same way, helpful, responsive, not a private diary. Once you understand that, the fear drops way down. And then the next question usually comes fast. Number 2, how much is this going to cost me? Is it expensive? So this is the wallet fear. And the good news is, no, it doesn't have to be. Most AI tools have free versions. And I really like to see it as the Netflix versus YouTube situation, where Netflix is a subscription business and YouTube is free and provides you with free information a lot of times, right? And AI works the same way. You can start with free tools. Most of the big players all have free versions, and we'll be going over those hopefully eventually in our channel. But if you want to upgrade it because you just love it and you're just getting more than you thought you were going to get out of it, then by all means, upgrade it. And most of them are usually around $20 a month, so it's not bad. But that is why I also set up the AI Confidence Concierge, because I realized that I wanted to be sure that everybody understood that my AI Confidence Concierge is a one-time setup. No subscriptions, no monthly pressure, and then none of this cancel before you forgot, because that is me. just something that's ready to help you when you need it. And that brings up number 3. Can I trust AI? This is all about trust. AI can sometimes sound very confident, even when it is wrong. I like to say that it's a friend who's amazing at trivia night, fast, confident, mostly right, but not the friend you'd ask for medical advice or legal advice. So here's the rule. Use the AI for ideas, not decisions. It's a thinking partner. I have brainstormed with AI multiple times, have come up with so many cool things. And once you get to the point where you understand how to manage through it, just realize it's not a final authority. You can go to your family, you can go to your experts, your lawyers, your doctors, and that kind of thing. Once you understand that, it becomes incredibly useful without feeling risky. Question number 4. Am I techie enough? And that is a big one for most of us. This is the ability fear. My computer is old, I'm not technical, I don't want to break something. But here's the truth. If you can shop online, if you can watch YouTube, if you can type a question, or if you can actually speak into the system, which it allows now, which is absolutely perfect, you already have the skills. So AI is like using Google. You type what you want. You don't need any code. You don't need any special training. You need some guides maybe, like I'm guiding you. But if you can search for a recipe, you can use AI. All right, last question, number 5. Is there an easier way to start? So this is where everything sort of changes because most women say, it sounds interesting, but I don't know where to begin. I can't do it. I've heard that several times. That's exactly why I built the AI Confidence Concierge. It's AI that's already set up for you. It's to guide you so you don't have to figure out everything on your own. And you can absolutely learn everything yourself if you like. But if you'd rather skip the overwhelm and just start, then let me show you right now something we will deal with. So let's do a little on-screen demo. And it solves this whole blank page problem that you get to this blank page and you're having to put something in and you don't really know what that is. The AI Confidence Concierge already has multiple topics at the top, and we're going to show you that in just a second. At ChatGPT, and what I had mentioned before, if you recall, is that most people get here with this blank screen and it's, what are you working on? I don't know what I'm working on. What do you want me to be working on? When people get here, they don't know what to do. And people 50 and over, 55 plus, in the pre-retirement over into retirement age, are intimidated sometimes by these computers and these things that are brand new to us. We've purchased the AI Confidence Concierge, and I'll show you what that looks like. As you can see here, it's a custom-built product. It's AI Confidence Concierge, your warm, encouraging digital assistant designed specifically for women who want to use AI with confidence. I help with travel planning, meal ideas, photo organization, creative projects, and everyday tasks. Always patient, never judgy, and available 24/7 in the event that you get up at 3 o'clock in the morning like I do. These are what I would call prompts, essentially. They're conversation starters. These are the 4 that really come up the most, I would say, that I have found, is help plan a special trip or a vacation, need ideas for a creative project, maybe doing a fun thing with the grandchildren. Can you help my organization? These are photos, but it doesn't really matter, just anything organization. I want to plan this week's meals, which is a big one. I am going to go ahead and demo I want to plan this week's meals. All right, let's go through. Perfect, let's get you set up for an easy, enjoyable week. Before I suggest anything, I just want you to understand you a bit better. Are you cooking for yourself? Dietary preference? What's the vibe this week? Quick and simple, mix of easy meals, etc. So I am going to ask for a specific menu based on recent discussions around the longevity diet. I would like to understand a week's worth of menus around the longevity diet, please. I went ahead and talked into it here,
And that's what I had mentioned, is that you can just talk right into it. This is just normal English language here, so just understand that as well. And then you have to hit that black arrow button for it to start working. And then it will do its magic. Wonderful question. This is a very nourishing place to start. Let's figure this out together step by step so it feels clear and doable, not overwhelming. Before I lay out a full week, I want to gently check a couple things. I aim this exactly right for you. Is this for everyday living? Are you thinking about longevity more as a reset or experiment? Do you enjoy cooking? Or would you prefer meals that are simple and repeatable? Any foods that you don't agree with. You can answer briefly. Even one word answer is fine. First, what people usually mean by the longevity diet. So it's giving you a little bit of information as well. Now, what I do is I kind of leave this up here. I'll read anything that they provided to me, and then I go back. So I'll show you how I'm going to do that. First, what people usually mean by the longevity diet. It's a Volter Longo terminology. Reduced inflammation and supporting your body as it ages gracefully, not dieting or deprivation. So the big idea is mostly plants. We've heard that a lot, right? Healthy fats, olive oil and nuts, small amounts of protein, fish and legumes, very little sugar and processed food, simple meals, nothing fussy or trendy. Think Mediterranean, but lighter and more intentional. And these are great pictures. Okay, what Gentle Longevity Week looks like. This is not a strict plan. You notice repetition on purpose. That's what it makes sustainable. And then it goes through and has provided us with some really great options here. Breakfast, lunches, salad, bean soup, Greek oatmeal, and then some dinners, but light but satisfying. A lot of vegetables, a lot of fish. And sometimes I think we just need to double down on that and go for that. Snacks, piece of fruit, dark chocolate, nuts. What this way of eating does not require: counting calories, perfection, giving up foods. So, next gentle steps, we could turn this into a very clear 7-day menu. I can create a printer-friendly grocery list or adapt this cooking. So, why don't we just go back up to the questions, because I want you to see what happens when you ask these questions. It will go back then and understand exactly what you need. So it has provided as a diet of such, but let's just see what it brings now. In answer to your questions, number one, is this for everyday living? Yes. I am getting older, would really like to do something on a stable basis and be consistent with something. Do you enjoy cooking? On a limited basis. I like it to be simple, and I definitely like it to be repeatable. Any food you already know don't agree with you. Dairy, most definitely. Eggs, no telling why, but those are the ones that I have problems with. All right, I'm going to stop that, the checkbox at the bottom, and then be sure to do the next, which is the black arrow, so that it provides that information. All right, perfect. Thank you for explaining that so clearly. This actually makes planning much easier, not harder. You're not behind at all. You're choosing consistency over perfection, which is exactly what longevity eating is about. Here's what I'm designing this around: everyday living, simple cooking, repeatable meals, no dairy, no eggs, and longevity style, Mediterranean inspired. Approach is strongly aligned with the work of I'm going to look him up, Valder Longo. And here is my, look, ooh, that looks really good, doesn't it? Your simple, repeatable longevity week. Think of this as 3 breakfasts, 3 lunches, and 3 dinners, rotated calmly. So breakfast, no eggs, no dairy, gentle on digestion. Oatmeal, berries, chia, cinnamon. I have all of those. And what happens to me is that I have them all, I get them all, and then I forget that I have them all. So I think they're going to get dug out. Option B is smoothie. It's a good one. And option C, fruit and a handful of nuts. Or skip breakfast if it feels natural. Some people do just have coffee. That's not me, but some people do. Why this works: low inflammation, high fiber, steady energy, no food drama. Lunches: main longevity lunch, repeatable. Lentil or white bean soup with veggies, big salad, and why this works. Beans are backbone of longevity diets. And then dinners, 3 simple rotations: vegetable bowl, fish night, simple pasta. So snacks, fruit, a handful of nuts, dark chocolate. And what makes it sustainable: you cook a few things once, not every day, meals repeat on purpose, nothing relies on dairies and eggs. And I think that although this is more simplistic in terms of the week, You can actually go ahead and create ones that would be more simplistic when it comes to cooking. But if you or your partner, spouse, whomever has a different idea of wanting to be a real chef, then you would just put that in there, right? And they would just create the menu a little bit differently. What makes it sustainable? You cook a few things once, not every day. Meals repeat on purpose. Nothing relies on dairy or eggs. It's flexible, social meals, and enjoyment still fit. If you'd like, they always will come up with something. I can turn this into a clean 7-day menu, a printer-friendly grocery list, or a cook once, eat it all week plan. I'm not doing that because leftovers, they're okay. But I am going to go ahead and show you the printer-friendly grocery list. Can I get a printer-friendly grocery list, please? And then you hit black arrow again, and it starts to churn. On the free plan, you can only get a Word document, essentially, but not where you can actually move it out to a Word doc. So what has to happen here is that you can copy and paste. So it's copy code here. You'll see that double. And you can take that and you can put that into some kind of a notepad you have on your phone, and you can take that into your wherever you shop and take it with you and check it off. So it just depends. If you have a paid version, it will send it to an actual Word doc and Google Doc and PDF and that type of thing. And at this point in time, you have not decided to make a paid version of ChatGPT. So great grocery list here I can check off, and I'm going to check that. Actually, I'm going to use that this week, and I'm going to check all that off and see what I have, because I bet I have quite a bit of it. I just need that little recipe. I have been doing a little bit more of that myself. So why this list works: these ingredients repeat across meals. You can cook once or twice a week, not daily. It supports longevity without feeling restrictive. Easy to keep stocked as a default way of eating, which I would agree. And turn this into a one-page weekly menu to keep on your fridge. Cook once, eat all week prep plan, or simplify it even further in a core staples list you reuse every week, which that's nice. That means that you'd actually be able to go out there and have something in the nick of time kind of thing. So what I really want to address here, what I really want to let you know is that the reason I created AI Confidence Concierge is because I built inside it the thoroughness of this particular chat, and not just giving you a simple answer. It has a voice to it, which is more along the lines of what we normally speak, and it's friendly and the tone is good. And I just want you to not be intimidated by AI anymore. And I think that this gives you that gateway to understanding what AI can do and not be afraid of it. It's just getting started, very simple process, a very simple tool, the AI Confidence Concierge, designed for you, where we're just getting a little bit older and we need to go a little bit slower and understand things a little bit better. So we will continue on.
I hope you enjoyed that demo. The AI Confidence Concierge is ready to help you today. If you want to try it, it is $17 AI Assistant that was developed and works in ChatGPT, and it's designed to give you your first win within AI. So the link is right below the video. Have fun with it. See how much time it saves you this week. And because this isn't about becoming tech savvy, it's about feeling confident, again, with tools that make life easier. The actual assistant comes with a quick start guide and another guide that goes through mindset and other ways that you can actually use it. So that really makes it nice. It gets you familiar with ChatGPT, and it gets you familiar with what people are talking about. And, oh, you just put words in the chat. The concierge actually has 4 different types of questions that can lead you and guide you through the whole process. And then you can iterate with it back and forth. Try it, have fun with it, see how much time it saves you this week. And because this is not about becoming tech savvy, it's really about becoming confident again with tools that make life easier. All right, if you loved the content of this video and would like to learn more, then please subscribe and share. and I will see you in the next video.